Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. And now Washington's starting group. Morris and Beal are the guards. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Porzingis, and it's Gafford in at center. And for the Thunder, we've got Williams, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Josh Giddey. Then it's Williams, and it's Dort in at the 3 spot. At this late stage of the season, how hard is it, Greg, for teams not to look ahead to the playoffs and the postseason at this point?
Kevin, just about impossible. I mean, if you're already in position, the trap you can't fall into is easing up down the stretch and backpedaling into the postseason.
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. Here's Giddey. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Driving. Oh!
My goodness. The burst of speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
Screen by Porzingis. Beal's shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, just finding the open man and making sure it's on time and on target. This is who Josh Giddey is.
Morris with the ball. Kuzma outside. Porzingis with a screen on Dort. Kuzma can't get it to go. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a victory here for the home team last time these guys met.
Yeah, and they won that matchup last time, and it wasn't even close, guys.
Yeah, I thought that had to do with getting the starters in foul trouble and then taking advantage of the substitutes, and that led to a huge disparity on the scoreboard.
Gilgeous-Alexander's gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Morris against Gilgeous-Alexander. Morris, no good. The Thunder have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And here is Giddey. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Utah. Puts it up from 12. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Josh Giddey taking the in-between game because that's what the defense conceded.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Kuzma. Back to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Dagnall for a minute. Hey, look, he knows they've got great shooters who can score from anywhere in distance. He thinks his team can go toe-to-toe with anybody in the league there, and he won't be pulling back the reins even if they start missing a few. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Always want to get those threes falling consistently. Dort, wide open. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
During the last decade, from 2010 on, Doris, the Thunder had the second most wins in the NBA.
It's mind-boggling to consider that. That was clearly during the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden era. The Spurs had the most in that time frame. What that can tell you, though, is small market teams can win in the NBA.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
Well, every team goes into the draft looking for finishers like these. Here are the most efficient scorers among this year's rookie class. first quarter. We're about 3.5 minutes in. Now, here's Gafford. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kuzma finds Porzingis, knocks down the three ball.
Now, this is why they call him the unicorn. Porzingis off the catch, ready to rise and fire. That's 7'3", everybody.
Now here's Williams. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Down low, here's Giddey. That one good for 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now Morris. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. The shot is good off the backboard.
Well, Porzingis does a nice job looking for the window to make his teammate better. Pretty pass.
Outside Williams. To the middle. Here's Giddey. And the rejection by Gafford. Williams against Porzingis. Pass to Gafford. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
Pretty dime there. The kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. 3-point lead. Up top, Giddey. He's covered by Beal. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Bangs home the trifecta. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9. Here's Morris. Kuzma outside. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Part of being a great scorer is understanding how to take the hit and score against tough defense. Hello, Kyle Kuzma.
Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
And a player opt-out for Kyle Kuzma after this season. GA probably hoping to earn himself a raise.
Yeah, and he's a worker, looking to round out his game and take that next step as he's just entering his prime.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. A 38-point game for him in the win against Utah.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
Well, you see that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an excellent decision maker, such a dependable catalyst for this offense.
Here's Beal. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And the other thing, guys, he really got after it on the backboards. What a complete game for this guy.
It's good.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Giddey. Williams, a screen on Beal. Giddey against Gafford. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Wise beyond his years, Giddey has a great feel for the game and terrific court vision.
Well, the other thing you love, Greg, is the size he gives you out of the backcourt. Obviously, he needs to improve his consistency for range, but he's got all the tools you must have if you're going to be an all-star in the NBA.
This team has credited Giddey's background for shaping him as a player.
You know, he grew up in a house dominated by basketball. Both his parents played professionally in Australia, and that goes a long way toward developing your basketball IQ.
Now, here's Kuzma. Porzingis, count it, good. Porzingis has got 5 points so far.
That's what you call using your size in the painted area. Kristaps Porzingis, easy work right there.
Williams finds Dort. Morris against Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Morris. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
Morris passes to Beal. Morris with the screen for Beal. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. On the wing, Giddey. And he finishes nicely on the way. And now an 8-point Thunder lead.
That's outstanding footwork by Josh Giddey. Finish in the painted area. I can do that too.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Morris passes to Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. He's got 8.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Giddey with it. 9 points in the game so far. Williams a screen on Beal. Here's Giddey. Again, the Thunder score.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Morris passes to Kuzma. Morris with the screen for Kuzma. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
The Thunder leading by 5. Williams a screen on Beal. Takes it inside. Giddey no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Morris kicks to Beal. Out to Kuzma. It's good from long range. Now just a 2-point Thunder lead.
Always solid from deep. Kyle Kuzma, you can't leave that guy open beyond the arc.
Here's Giddey. And the rejection by Gafford. Dort against Kuzma. Outside Beal. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Gafford. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Gafford's got 6 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Outside Williams. Passes it to Dort. And here is Giddey. 11 points in the game. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Hits the three-point shot. And the Thunder lead by 3.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Here's Beal. Again, the Wizards score.
Well, the mid-range, always a solid option for Bradley Beal, and sometimes that's what the defense concedes.
Outside Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6.
Check the clock.
Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. Gafford's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Spins. Morris passes to Porzingis. Back to Morris. The 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
Floats it up there for Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams can't get it to go.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Beal dishes to Morris. Now the pass to Beal. Connects from three-point range. 7 points in the game.
Well, off the screen, you can see Bradley Beal is shot ready. That is how you do it.
So it's the Thunder now, trailing by 2. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And, you know, they played a terrific all-around game. The effort level was there as well as the production.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it was hard to imagine them being much better at the offensive end. They were so efficient and almost...
And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Abdias checked in for Daniel Gafford. Kisper comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's DeLon Wright in for Morris. Robinson Earl, the pass to Mann. Knocked away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Looking now at some numbers for him. And Saric kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Mann. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. The shot by Saric, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
To Porzingis from the baseline. Saric grabs the board.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Mann. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe. Now, here's Nunn. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Here's Porzingis, off target with the jump hook. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
So it's the Wizards now. So the Wizards 5 right now. They've got Kispert. Avdia out there with Porzingis. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Nunn in at the 2-guard spot. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button, like we saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, diehard fans in the DMV, seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks.
Over the last couple of seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Right side, Porzingis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. He signs a big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
And staying healthy for Porzingis has been a challenge over his career. Not uncommon for players standing well above 7 feet.
And both free throws good for Porzingis. And in New York, even before his injuries, the front office voiced concerns about Porzingis' ability to stay healthy.
Well, the track record for players 7-2 and up, not great. And today's game demands more movement from big men than ever before.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Wright with it. Now guarded by Sharge. And that one's good. Wright.
Just a smart shot by DeLon Wright. Get to your floater game. Get it before the defense can react.
And so here is Oklahoma City. Sharge outside. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Drills the three-pointer. Wiggins has got 5.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Kristaps Porzingis.
The defense made the mistake of allowing Kristaps Porzingis to find his rhythm. Going to be a long night if you don't cool him off.
Passes to Joe. Here's Robinson Earl. Sinks that one from the post. Robinson Earl's got his second bucket of the night.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Wright, the pass to Nunn. And it's off from three-point range. And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Wizards. On Tuesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Detroit. They'll take on the Pistons. And then on Wednesday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks.
And that game against the Hawks, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire. Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Kicks it to Sharge. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Just 5 on the clock. The pass to Joe. Off target with his 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Nunn passes to Wright. Back to Nunn. To the inside. And it's Kispert in the corner. Avdia kicks to Wright. Nailed from three-point land. Wright's got the lead up to 2 now for the Wizards.
Boy, DeLon Wright with great range. What a shot.
Pass to Joe. Wiggins from outside. Washington with the rebound. Now, Nunn. 5 points in the game. Wright, the pass to Porzingis. Right side. Banked in off the glass. Now it's a 4-point Wizards lead.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Joe passes to Wiggins. Here's Mann. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Knocks it loose and stolen by Wright. Pass to Nunn. From deep three-point range, they get it again. Porzingis. And Porzingis pumps it down hard.
Don't sleep on his athleticism now. Porzingis plays well above the rim.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Thunder trailing by 6. Sharge outside. Pass to Joe. Sharge with it. Over to the wing. Here's Mann. They could use a bucket. Avdia with the rebound.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
And he makes that one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. And Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. The Wizards also changing it up. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Porzingis. Beal comes in for Kendrick Nunn. And Morris subbed in for DeLon Wright. Top of the key, Giddey. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Beal. That shot wide open. Giddey's got 14. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doris, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes, rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high percentage 2-point looks. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander attacking and in rhythm on the offensive end.
Gafford sets the pick for Morris. Beal gets a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists tonight.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. 8-point game. And the rejection by Gafford. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Kispert.
Kyle Kuzma.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Covered by Morris. And the rejection by Gafford. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Here's Giddey. He's got 14. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And doing a much better job from 3-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Now here's Beal. Back to Gafford. Taken away by Williams. Now here's Giddey. Not a lot of room. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length in the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
And the first one drops.
And you know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's rise to NBA stardom was meteoric.
Well, for me, GA, the more responsibility this guy seems to be given, the better he gets. He's improved every year, and at this point in Shai's career, it looks like his ceiling could be very, very high.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Kuzma with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Morris. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Giddey the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Because of his length, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has no issues operating near the cup.
Here's Beal. 12 points for him. Kuzma outside. Avdia with a screen for Kuzma. Morris outside. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Williams with the steal. Here's Giddey. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And it's now only a 1-point Wizards lead. Beal with it. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Morris with the ball. Williams picks him up. Shots good by Gafford.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Morris outside. Beal with the screen for Morris. Kuzma outside. Offline with his three.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Williams a screen on Beal, and it's Giddey in the corner. Williams a screen on Morris, and Giddey gets it to go. Giddey's got 21.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Gafford against Williams. Here's Avdia. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 1. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
There's the pass to Giddey. Williams has a screen for Giddey. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, one thing Greg the Thunder have done a great job drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, and a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world.
And the first one at the line is good.
Josh Giddey has proven that he will have some triple-doubles in his career because he can score it, he can board it, and he can certainly find his teammates. Now it's about being consistent and efficient.
Williams, he's checked in for Williams. And both free throws good for Giddey. 2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
Now here's Giddey, 23 points in the game. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. On the clock, 11 feet away, rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Morris. Now here's Gafford. And Beal kicks to Avdia. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Beal. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 24 points.
Great concentration through the contact. Gilgeous-Alexander, excellent focus.
Wizards trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Gafford drills the leaner.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Here's Giddey. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Pass to Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Well, great decision from Dort. If your teammate is open, get him the basketball. Nicely done.
Here's Gafford. Excellent D there from Williams. The Thunder leading by 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Beal against Giddey. Williams sets a screen for Giddey. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 3 to shoot. Williams outside. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. And the Thunder lead by 6. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. High-scoring affair, Brad. How would you assess the first half?
We got to defend. We're not going to outscore this team. We got some of the best scorers in the world. We got to defend. That's the only way we're going to win. So, second half, we got to be a lot better.
We'll see how that turns, Brad. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. We'll step away briefly, but meet you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
I want to go to Shaq on this one, man. Points in the paint. No one did it better. All right, big fella, I'm giving you a compliment. But what do you see these guys doing to get such good looks?
I wouldn't know, Kenny. I was born with good looks.
Don't know that it's exactly what he was talking about.
Of course it was, Ernie.
But you do make a valid point. And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
You know, right now for the Thunder, they've wanted this to be a turnaround season. They have a few building blocks, but the roster construction is not complete. This front office has some tough decisions to make.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
They've got Josh Giddey. Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Lou Dort. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Just get right up and over the top of the defense. Gilgeous-Alexander, no doubt.
Wizards trail by 6. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, Kristaps Porzingis famously earned the nickname the Unicorn for his combination of size and skill. Former All-Star, injuries have held him back. But now a new team presents a new opportunity. KP says, I'm going to take my game to the next level because my body is going to be healthy, and that's it. Well, Kevin, let's hope so.
Absolutely. He has had injuries along the way, but the talent is obvious. David, thanks. And he gets it to go. Porzingis has got 20 points.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3, terrific play calling, everything clicking out of the gates here.
Oklahoma City has gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Giddey with it. Now Beal defending.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
And here is Beal. He's got 12, and it goes down 2 points.
Great play calling, great execution, leads to 4 for 4 to start this half.
Now here's Giddey. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the block. A wide open look here for Kuzma. A miss that time would have put him up.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Morris. Gilgeous-Alexander against Beal. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. The Thunder have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
At the line for your opponent's team, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, shooting 1.
This guy, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, someone you can trust. An excellent free throw shooter, very willing to perform in the clutch, someone you love having.
Beal with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Morris kicks to Kuzma. There's the triple. Drills it from outside. Kuzma's got it all tied up now for the Wizards.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Morris. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And there's the pass to Morris. Drives to the hoop. Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 6 assists now in the game. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Thunder is dancing.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Joe's checked in, and the Wizards making a change here as well. White's checked in. And so here is Oklahoma City. Joe passes to Williams. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Second chance shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. If you believe that a point guard's defense is just as important as his offense, then these guys have been outstanding lately. The point guard steal leaders for the past 10 games. And you look at Bryant, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
And despite the offensive responsibilities that come with being a point guard, I think he may enjoy the defensive aspect of the game even more.
You know, and that's because of the ability he has as a defender. His instincts are fantastic. They're matched only by his effort. He's just one of those players you just do not want to have on you because you know he's going to give you fits all day.
Kisper's checked in for Washington. Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And Wright kicks to Kuzma. Outside, Beal. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Well, that is so easy for Bradley Beal. From 3, no problem.
Thunder trailing by 3.
The subject of trade rumors year after year. Beal has the skill set every team is looking for.
Well, he's elite at scoring the basketball, and he understands when and how to create for the players around him. There's only a handful of guys in this league who can do what he does with his level of consistency. So smooth, so pretty off the dribble drive. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander doing work.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Pass to Beal. Outside, Porzingis. It's right on the wing. Porzingis sets the pick for Wright. Shot clock at 5. And the dunk by Porzingis.
You have to know how to play pick and roll in today's NBA, and Porzingis has got great instincts of when to dive and when to fade.
The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Outside, Dort. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams, a screen on Wright. Passes it to Joe. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 assists now tonight. Outside, Beal. They double-team Beal. The wide-open look here for Porzingis. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Thunder trailing by 3. Joe passes to Williams. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams, a screen on right. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's another one for the Thunder.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Outside, Porzingis. Back to right. Porzingis sets the pick for right. And again, Washington with the triple.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
Here are your Thunder Girls.
Both teams will make substitutions. Let's quickly take a look at the standings out east. The season nearly complete. Take a look at the Wizards. They're 10th in the conference, still looking to claim a spot for the playoffs.
And, well, for Washington, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
To the left side wing. Here's Mann. Out to Sharge. The 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Sharge has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, zero hesitation on that catch and shoot. Dario, not shy, playing confidently. Nicely done.
The Wizards with the lead. Right outside. Porzingis sets the pick for right. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Mann. Here's the screen. Sharge, right side. That 3 off the mark. Washington leading now by 3. Porzingis kicks to right. The pass to Kuzma. A baseline J. Almost, but it rolls out.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Wiggins passes to Sharge. Back to Wiggins. Here's Mann with a tie. Kuzma pulls it in. Right outside. Now Kuzma. 9 points in the game so far. Inside. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Kuzma. Now it's a 5-point Washington lead. Thunder have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Pass to Mann. Sharge, a screen on right. Mann passes to Sharge. Here's Joe. Trains it from beyond the arc. Joe's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Thunder.
At his size, Dario Saric can see the floor, and he knows how to put it on time and on target.
And Wright kicks to none. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Screen by Sharge. Here's Mann. Dishes it to Sharge. Just 4 to shoot. Wiggins inside the line. Nunn grabs the board. And Nunn has got the ball here for Washington, leading by 5. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, where they'll face the Pistons. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Outside, Porzingis. The three-pointer, no good. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point, going 7 of 14. Here's Sharch. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Boy, give Saric a lot of credit. He attracted the defender's attention because he looked determined to score it.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Washington.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they moved the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Kenrich Williams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Diaz checked in. Saric nails them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Here's Nunn, and he makes the 8-footer. Nunn's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
Poke loose. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. Over to the left wing. None, that's good.
Right, if you're DeLon Wright, you've got to be willing to set your teammates up. What a pass, on time, on target.
Thunder trailing by 8.
Well, the Washington Wizards trying to get their organization on track. I think bringing in Wes Unseld to lead that coaching staff is critical. Maintaining your tie to Bradley Beal is equally important. But boy, guys, it has been a while since they've had real success. Their last finals trip, 1979.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Giddey's checked in. And a change for the Wizards. Monte Morris is checked in for DeLon Wright. Pass to Giddey. Passes to Mann. Screen by Saric. Takes it from 10. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Mann. And Doris, what do you think the Wizards need to make a deeper run at the playoffs?
Well, ambition is certainly a good place to start, but you have got to understand this is a process. And I think the change in management, the change in head coaching position, and the acquisition of someone like Kyle Kuzma, who's a multi-positional wing player that's important. Still a lot of questions for this organization.
The Wizards have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And that free throw good from Nunn. And Washington making a change here. Gafford's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Thunder trailing by 8. Giddey kicks to Williams. 1:09 left to play in the third. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Here's Morris. Gets it to go from 8 feet. Morris has got 6.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Williams inside. The pass to Mann. Lock at 6. Takes the 3. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Avdia. Some solid defense from Saric. Now here's Giddy. D right on him. With the floater. And the rejection by Gafford. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Giddy with it, over none. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Wizards. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him, and I think there's more where that came from. And we'll be back with you shortly. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Thunder trailing by 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Morris and Beal are the guards. Avdia out there with Kispert. And it's Gafford in at the 5 down low. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Here's Avdia. Yours when it comes to Avdia. A guy that does a number of things very well.
He does, Kevin. I think when you think of Avdia, what you think is 3-tool player. Score, rebound, pass it. For Denny, to me, it's all about being more consistent. It is clear this guy has a ton of talent and potential. Now can you do it night after night after night?
And free throw, good from Avdia. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Beal against Giddy. Williams a screen on Beal. That's tipped. It's stolen by Morris. It's Beal on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. And the shot goes down.
This guy is such a dominant offensive talent. When he gets to his spot, he just goes to work.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
And the wide open shot from Morris. That's good. And so Beal with the assist.
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady finding the open teammate.
Giddy kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. From 12 feet out, the shot no good. Now Washington takes it the other way. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And here's Morris for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Giddy against Morris. The 11-footer. And it's off the back rim. No good. Wizards leading by 9. Kispert dishes to Morris. Beal taking his time here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. GA, he's has to carry big-time scoring, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown. And his playmaking, when the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass.
First free throw is good.
Bradley Beal went from being a consistent all-star to becoming one of the most efficient and dangerous scorers in the league. What a transformation.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Kispert, and it's DeLon Wright in for Monte Morris. And both free throws good for Beal. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Williams has a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's over Avdia. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket from Gilgeous-Alexander. Wright, the pass to Beal. Wright with a screen on Giddey. Here's Beal. That shot, no good. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Giddey with it. Now Wright defending. Giddey against Wright. Giddey, no good. Washington leading now by 9. Kuzma, left side. Pass to Beal. They set the screen. 6 on the shot clock. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Beal's got 6 here in this quarter.
Come on, this guy's a gifted shooter, and Beal can space the floor with the best of them.
Outside Williams. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. To the paint. Here's Giddey. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Giddey's got 25 points.
Boy, it looked like the defense was perfectly positioned. Outstanding contest. And Josh Giddey says, I don't care. I'm scoring anyway.
Wright, the pass to Beal. Wright with a screen on Giddey. The shot by Beal, no good. Under trailing by 9. It's Dort on the wing. Shoots over Beal. Dort misses. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Gafford sends the pick for Kuzma. Wants to get it to Gafford and does. Drops in the layup for 2. Gafford's got the lead up to 11 now for the Wizards.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Pass to Avdia. Pass to Gafford. Outside, Beal. The Thunder pull it in. Giddey's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
And so it's Wright bringing up the ball for Washington. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. He takes it in. Shot's good by Gafford. Gafford's got 4 this quarter.
What a pretty pass from DeLon Wright. This guy can play 1 or 2, but that passing ability is important at either position.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Wright. It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Williams. And here is Beal. Over Giddey. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Thunder have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice move. Connects, the jumper drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 45 points.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Right, the pass to Kuzma. For the screen on George to the inside. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
First personal foul.
Boy, smart decision from Kuzma right there. Skilled getting the basketball to his teammate.
At the line for one.
Thunder trailing by 10. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Giddey. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Dort. A three-pointer off the mark. Wizards leading by 10. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Gafford throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Thunder have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Fader on the way. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. And the foul called on Josh Giddey.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off. He just didn't get there quick enough.
Sharch checked in for Williams. Monte Morris is checked in for the Wizards. Two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line for the Wizards, Monte Morris taking 2 shots.
Free throw good for Morris. And Morris drops them both. Under trailing by 14. Now Giddey. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Morris passes to Gafford. Kuzma outside. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Wizards lead by 17.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Here's Sharch. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 3, and Giddey gets it to go.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can, but right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Wizards. 17 points was their biggest margin. Morris with a screen on Giddey. Beal the pass to Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Well, a terrific secondary playmaker. Beal with a nice find.
Giddy with it. Charge outside. Back to Giddy. Uncovered. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Giddy's got 30 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
On the pass to Kuzma. Gafford trying to break free. Kuzma can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 14. And here is Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander shows you he's not afraid to draw contact now. Gets to the free throw line.
Third personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. At the line for one.
One shot.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Gafford passes to Beal. And yes, it's good. Beal's got 13 points in the second half.
Well, this is how Bradley Beal just makes it impossible to guard him. 3-level scorer. This time he goes to the inside game.
Stolen by Avdia. Now here's Beal. 1:43 left in the game. Out to Morris. Pass to Beal. 6 to shoot. Over Giddy. Gafford. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Wizards lead by 15.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Teardrop shot, and good! He hits it again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. 1:14 left in the fourth. Wizards leading by 13.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Wizards.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And so taking a look at their season record, this will be win number 31 on the year.
And it looks like they're going to spare themselves the embarrassment of being swept in the season series by winning this last game.
So both teams making some changes here. .104 left to play in the final quarter. Wiggins passes to Robinson Earl. Back to Wiggins. Here's Mann. Shot clock at 6. Here's Joe. Trains the three-pointer.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Now, here's Nunn. Defense right on him. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Wizards, Kendrick Nunn. At the line for 2.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the middle. Here's Sharich. Misses the fallback J. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Now, right. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
It cares about the mental toughness that this group showed. They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kristaps, you got it going early tonight. What got you into that rhythm early?
Just from the beginning, being focused, knocking down the first couple of shots, you start to feel good and you just keep going.
Well, you had the flow tonight, man, and it led to the win. Congrats. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Daniel Gafford.